My name is Dawn Revere. I'm the Career Counselor at Central Educational Center.
And I'm Lauren Edgar, Executive Director for Dual Enrollment at West Georgia Technical College.
Also joining us today will be Mr. Mark Whitlock, who is the CEO at Central Educational Center. The three of us will present information about dual enrollment graduation option B. We're going to share information that was presented on November 17th to interested parents and students. Mr. Whitlock will begin the presentation by sharing information about this wonderful opportunity for students to earn college credentials while in high school.
Georgia's dual enrollment graduation option B, formerly known as Senate Bill 2 from 2015, requires students to successfully complete 9 required high school courses and specific college credential programs. Literally requires students to graduate with college credentials in order to complete high school. Participating students earn a high school diploma plus 2 technical college certificates, a technical college diploma, or an associate degree. The technical college courses are funded by Georgia's dual enrollment program. Depending on the number of credit hours in the technical college certificate or technical college diploma program chosen, students can also access Georgia's Hope Grant or Hope Career Grant to complete the program without tuition cost.
There are 9 high school courses required for dual enrollment graduation option B. They are American Lit, Algebra 1, Biology, Health and Personal Fitness, an additional English course, an additional math course, an additional science course, and 2 social studies courses. Please note that the 2 social studies courses and the additional math, science, and English courses can be taken through dual enrollment or at the high school level. So students who are enrolled in dual enrollment graduation option B take 9 high school classes, and everything beyond that, or in addition to that, are courses that are taken at the college level. This slide shows an example of a schedule of a dual enrollment graduation option B student. The technical courses are 2 blocks, so this student has automotive for 2 blocks in the morning, government for the social studies requirement, and biology to meet the high school science requirement. So I work with counselors at East Coweta, Noonan, and Northgate to make sure that students are enrolled in the correct courses. And we also work with Tia Ben, who is the dual enrollment high school coordinator for West Georgia Tech. We look at transcripts every semester and ensure that students' graduation requirements are being met on the high school side and certification requirements are met on the college side.
Listed here are the program options that West Georgia Tech has to offer for students pursuing option B. So students will, in addition to their 9 high school credits, earn either 2 certificates, a diploma, or a degree. And you can see the certificate, diploma, and associate degree options listed here. We are adding additional certificates to these options. Okay, listed here is an example of one of the diploma options that we offer at West Georgia Tech. So if a student is option B and they are earning the automotive technology diploma, they would take 55 credit hours with West Georgia Tech. You can see 1 English and math course listed here in addition to an interpersonal relations course, which is job acquisition skills, resume building, that type of thing. And then you can see the overwhelming majority of the courses the students will take are related to automotive, with 1 introduction to computers course, just because so many cars today do require the knowledge of computers.
The Advanced Manufacturing Technician Apprenticeship Program is one of the specific programs that a student can take in dual enrollment graduation option B. This program allows students to simultaneously earn a high school diploma, a West Georgia Technical College diploma funded by Georgia's dual enrollment program, and support to complete a West Georgia Technical College associate degree funded by Georgia's Hope Grant upon high school graduation, plus German apprenticeship certification recognized worldwide as an advanced manufacturing technician and U.S. Department of Labor apprenticeship certification. Now, Coweta County's business community The Coweta County School System and West Georgia Technical College piloted this program, which is now being adopted in other communities. We were the first community in the United States, according to international authorities, to begin this program starting at age 15. The Advanced Manufacturing Technician Apprenticeship Program requires students to successfully complete the 9 high school courses and the required end of milestone course test for 3 of those high school courses. West Georgia Technical College credentials, again, 2 West Georgia Technical College certificates, or a West Georgia Technical College diploma, or a West Georgia Technical College associate degree. All 3 of those pathways would be in precision manufacturing at the college. Participants have an opportunity to earn a salary during high school and to receive job offers upon high school graduation and successful completion of the program. You see some of the company partners on the slide, companies such as Blickla, EGO North America, Gerresheimer, Grenzebach, Kason, Winpack, Yokogawa. There are others who've also participated in the program in our region. Again, Coweta, the first community in the nation to begin this program, and we've already got grads who are working with one of those company partners.
The application process for students who are interested in dual enrollment option B with West Georgia Tech. The first is to complete a West Georgia Tech admissions application. That is available on the West Georgia Tech dual enrollment section of our website, or all of the base high schools and Dr. Revere have paper copies that students can submit. Students will then also need to submit some type of academic information to us, so whether that is a HOPE GPA. So students who are interested in technical programs, after they complete the 9th grade, they can submit a HOPE GPA of 2.0 or higher, and we get that information from the base school counselors, so they can submit their HOPE GPA letter, or they can submit their standardized test scores. So if a student has previously taken the SAT, the pre-SAT, the ACT, or we do offer the AccuPlacer through West Georgia Tech. After a student has submitted that, they'll need to submit their required funding application. One of the big benefits of dual enrollment is that the state of Georgia funds 30 credit hours for students interested in dual enrollment, and then depending on their program can also receive additional funding through the HOPE grant or the HOPE career grant. But we do require the funding application prior to registration. And then as Dr. Revere said, our West Georgia Tech High School coordinator, Ms. Ben, registers all dual enrollment students at Coweta County for their classes.
At this time, we'll watch a video of a panel discussion that was held last school year that included current Option B students at the time and their parents, and also former dual enrollment graduation Option B students and parents. And they just provide a perspective of how this program has affected their lives.
Welcome to Central Educational Center. We're here with a group of guests, group of panelists. We're going to be talking about dual enrollment graduation option B. All of these folks are experts in dual enrollment graduation option B. They're some of the pioneers in our county, some of the pioneers in our state in using this option for high school graduation. I'm going to start on my left, and if you'd each give just a brief introduction, who you are and why you're on the panel.
All right. Well, I'm Julia Lenderman. I came to CEC the first year of the 8th grade program, actually, and then really enjoyed it, loved what I got to do here, came back my 9th grade year, and really would rather have continued doing that than being at my high school because there's so many more options. And then found out that I didn't have to go back to my high school because there were dual enrollment programs where I could entirely live on college campus and take my classes there, just worry about those and not have to do college classes and high school classes that more or less equated to the same thing, like just knock it all out at once, get ahead of the game and move on with what I wanted to do. So I went to Middle Georgia State University's games program, and it was their dual enrollment program on campus. They had a whole separate dorm for high school students, whole program there that facilitated it. Graduated from there, then moved to University of West Georgia, where I just graduated with my bachelor's in anthropology.
Julie, you've been doing research on a national level while you've been a student at the University of West Georgia at the young age of 20, 21.
I'm 20. I'm 20.
Yeah.
Forget that sometimes. I did research while I was at West Georgia through the Biological and Forensic Anthropology Laboratory. I did microscopy work with cross-sections of bone, presented it at the National Conference of Undergraduate Research this past year. So it's been a really great experience.
Julie was one of the first 7 graduates in the state of Georgia under dual enrollment graduation option B.
I am Julie's mom, Jennifer Doolittle, and that's why I get to be here. I got to do a lot of the legwork as we were learning. Mr. Whitlock was just a wonderful resource. As he said, she was one of the first 7, and we learned a lot because all of the things that are written now that have been defined since she was here and in the SB2, what started as SB2 is now option B, wasn't necessarily on paper at that point. And so we got to learn a lot together, but it was just a great opportunity for her. She didn't fit the typical high school mold. She was motivated and she knew what she wanted to do. And like she said, let's just kind of go ahead and knock this out. And so we looked for other options, and this is what the answer was for us.
On top of everything else, did you save money doing this?
Absolutely, because college was paid for.
Mm-hmm.
Good evening. My name's Melanie Tomlinson. My daughter Chloe is currently a senior at East Coweta. That's her base school. She would probably tell you she's a senior at CEC because she's been here pretty much since 8th grade. She is dual enrolled with West Georgia Tech in the apprenticeship program for industrial mechanics. So that's why I'm here.
Your background professionally?
Well, I'm from Georgia Tech. I'm an engineer. Worked many years for Delta. Currently, I do something completely different. But so Chloe I think that she sort of took a little bit from me and really wanted to do something that was more mechanical. And the apprenticeship program gave her that opportunity, and she has absolutely loved it. She's blossomed there. She really has. And at CEC.
Good evening. My name is Angelique Reed, and I'm here because of my son, Chandler Reed. Chandler graduated from East Coweta this past May. He was enrolled in the Option B dual enrollment program here at CEC on last year. And I would say that I'm here because I had a frustrated teenager. He was frustrated with high school. It was just a lot going on. And he had some other things going on as well. But when he got here, he jumped right into the welding program, and I thought, gee, you're going to let this child handle fire? Because it looked very difficult when we got here, and I said, do you think you can do it? He was like, yeah, I think I can. I'm like, why do you think you can do it? I just think that I can. And he did, and he excelled, and he blossomed into a kid who came home every day after school saying, let me tell you what I did today, and let me show you this weld. And I was like, oh, that's great. I wasn't sure what I was looking at, but he was happy, so I was happy. And he graduated, and he's gone on to do, I'll let him tell you what he's doing.
I'm Chandler Reed. Like she said, I graduated in May. Like she said, high school was very frustrating. I didn't understand what I wanted to do or how I wanted to do it. But the dual enrollment program, I feel, probably shouldn't, I feel like taking classes at CEC, personally, I feel like that should be mandatory just to give kids other options and other opportunities, because a lot of kids just see that they have to go to a 4-year college or they're going to be nothing in life, and that's not true. You can do anything you put your mind to. But like she said, I jumped straight into the welding program head first, didn't know what I was doing. But with the help of all my teachers and instructors, they made it very clear and understandable what I was doing. and I actually excelled and progressed very quickly to the point where as soon as I graduated, I had job opportunities waiting for me already. I'm currently employed at Alta Refrigeration. I do full-time welding, and this time last year, I would have never thought I was doing that. And that's about all I got.
Chandler, when you spoke at college graduation last year, you made a point to thank the instructors in your program.
Mm-hmm.
What did those folks mean to you? What did they do for Chandler?
Everybody, not just the instructors, just the instructors, the students, the janitors, everybody. They mean the world to me because everybody played a part in what I am today. More so my fellow classmates, more so than my teachers, just because they're continuously pushing me, and we push each other and we help each other. And if somebody doesn't understand it, it's almost like a brotherhood in there and a sisterhood, because we have some girls in there and we treat everybody the same, everybody's equal. But my instructors really pulled me aside and were like, hey, you have potential, not any more than anybody else, but everybody in here is going to get an equal shot. So Joe, Miss Carey, and Mr. Donis, they all helped me more than words can explain. They mean more than words can explain to me, and there's not anything I wouldn't do for them.
Hello, I'm Michelle Hutchison. I'm one of the counselors at Northgate High School, and several years ago, Mr. Whitlock, he met with a group of counselors. I believe we were at Wirtz Road when we met, and he first introduced at that time, it was SB2 program, and I thought that it was a great idea for my son because he is more of a hands-on kind of kid. He never talked about wanting to go to college. He, was just content to get his high school degree, and that was going to be enough for him. And so when Mr. Whitlock introduced the idea of graduating with a high school diploma and having the opportunity to get some college work completed and earn some certificates from the college, I really felt strongly about the program for my son and for other students because I've worked as a high school counselor at Northgate this is my 20th year, and so I've seen lots and lots of students who've come through that would benefit from a program like the Option B program. Students who the traditional way that we do high school and the traditional way that students earn a diploma, it just doesn't fit them. And so as my son entered high school, his 9th grade year, talked to him about the apprenticeship program and the opportunity to get a job and to earn money. I talked to him about the whole program, and he wasn't interested. And I was very disappointed. But then we had the electives arena, and he heard from one of his peers. He heard from a student in the program. And do you know what the student said to him? The student said, "You can earn $8 an hour." And my son was like, "Oh, sign me up. I want to do that program." We'd already talked about the money, but hearing it from a peer, it carried a lot of weight. Just hearing about the program from one of his an older student. So my son is a senior at Northgate, and he is an apprenticeship student, so he is in the industrial mechanics program. He currently works for Yokogawa, and he enjoys it. He enjoys what he's doing. He enjoys the classes. And, as a high school counselor, I know that the people that are getting hired right now are students that have skills, people that have skills. And the way to earn skills are through programs like the Industrial Mechanics program and other programs that are available at West Georgia Tech. So, I'm very thankful for this program, not just for my son, but for other students out there who need this opportunity. And so he is not able to be here tonight because he is working a second job. So that's why he's not here tonight. But he does enjoy the program. So.
Good evening. My name is Lanita Henderson, and I'm here because I'm also a mom of a young man that went through the German apprenticeship program and just graduated this past May. His name is Josiah, and he was one of the 6 that kind of blazed the trail for that particular program. Just came on the scene, I guess, when they were freshmen. And a little bit different path, which I think is quite interesting to hear that this kind of program can fit many different people. Josiah was a great student. He made A's and B's. He was somebody, if you were a teacher, you'd want him in your class. He was in junior beta club and beta club in high school. He was in the REACH program. I mean, when he told me that he wasn't thinking of college, I thought, what on earth? You know, why? But even with all those capabilities and directions in his life, he still was seeking something different. And when the opportunity came along his freshman year, I believe it was the other counselor, Dr. Bass at Northgate High School, where he's a student, talked to a group of them and said, we're having this meeting, come and hear about it. And he did, and he got in the car and said, oh, Mama, this is what I've been wanting. I was like, whoa, because he's not, he's kind of a laid-back kind of a kid, so I was like, wow, this is really big for him. So I tuned my ears and listened to it, and I said, well, tell me about it. And he started talking about Senate Bill 2, and I thought, wow, I like this program already, you know, passage of a bill. And he said it just came through, and he said this is going to start next year. It'll be a totally 3-year curriculum, and you won't go to college. And I said, whoa, what's this part? And but you do actually have a dual enrollment with the technical college here, and that's been an awesome thing. And then it has given him a foundation that if he does want to go on and do a 4-year degree, that he can just roll that associate's degree right into a 4-year. So there are so many options and so many people from different, wherever you are, look at this, because don't think it's cookie cutter. You can maybe nuance it to fit your particular interests and where you want to go and what you want to do.
Listed here are resources that are available to learn more about dual enrollment graduation option B. And this is contact information. Our email addresses are provided, and we encourage you to reach out to us if you have any questions or interest in the dual enrollment graduation option B program.